This is a mat Pilates workout for hip mobility and strength. I'm Tucker, a certified Pilates instructor. Welcome to McCrazy Fit. Let's lay on our back. We'll begin in neutral spine, so feet are about hip width apart, knees about 90 degrees, arms down at the side. And with an exhale, extend the right leg out straight, and inhale to bring it back. And exhale, extend the left leg to bring it straight. Inhale back, and let's continue that, 5 on each side. Breathing at a comfortable pace. I'm exhaling out, inhaling back in. This is a leg slide movement. Core is tight, I'm not rocking the hips. Head is resting gently on the mat, nose pointed up to the ceiling. Feeling a little bit of energy in the back and in the lats, keeping the shoulders down away from the ears and pressed against the mat. And one more on each side. Exhale. Inhale in, last one. Inhale and now exhale. Let's bring both legs up into tabletop, keeping that belly tight, making sure we're not sinking the lower back into the mat when the knees come up. And let's glue the legs together. And then I'm keeping the feet together, bringing the knees out, and bringing the knees together, keeping the feet out. So let's continue there. Feet come together, knees go out, external hip rotation. Knees come together, feet go out, internal hip rotation. And we're continuing with that movement, nice and slow, breathing at a steady pace, keeping the belly tight. No tension in the neck or in the head. And maintaining neutral spine, so my lower back's not sinking into the mat. And one more. And bring the knees back together. We'll move into knee circles, so the knee goes over to the right, left hip raises slightly off the mat, and then the knee rotates down and over to the left as the right hip slightly comes off the mat and back up top. And I'm doing a slight posterior pelvic tilt, so the lower back slightly sinks into the mat, and continuing there. Continuing around, allowing the hips to slightly lift off the mat. When the knees come up, allowing the lower back to sink into the mat before rotating back down into neutral spine. Let's go one more and stop at the top. And reverse direction. Now I don't want to do circles that are too big to maintain my balance. You can also bring the hands out to the side a little more for added stability. 2 more. And breathing at a steady pace. And bring the knees on into the chest. And with an exhale, send the right leg out straight. Bring that in. And the left leg goes out straight for a hip flexor stretch. And let's come back down into neutral. And with the belly tight, right leg comes up into tabletop. Bring that leg up straight and then sweep it down and back up. And again, sweep it down and back up. A few things to think about here as we continue. When it goes down, not overextending the lower back. As it comes up, not sinking the lower back into the mat. So maintaining neutral spine, keeping the abs tight. And this is prepping us for the neck bridge movement coming later in the workout. And we can flex the foot down and point it back up. One more. Now let's stay here. We're going to move right into leg circles. So continuing the breath, the foot travels across the midline of the body, down, around, and back up. And let's continue that, only making circles big enough that we can maintain neutral spine so the hips are stable. Lower back doesn't sink into the mat or extend as the leg goes out. So just starting with dinner plate size circles on the ceiling. Let's go one more, stop at the top, and reverse direction. Breathing at a steady pace, my breath is exhaling as the foot goes out and down, and inhaling as it comes back up. 2 more. Last one. And bring that foot down. Great work. It's a lot to put together there. Now left leg in a tabletop. That leg goes straight. Foot flexed, sweeps down. Toe points and back up. Exhale down. Inhale up, or whatever breath is most comfortable. But the focus is keeping the hips steady, not overextending the lower back, and not sinking into the mat as the leg comes up. Not carrying any tension in the head. The neck is relaxed. Arms are pressing down on the mat, not pressing into the mat, but I have a little bit of energy coming out of the arms. And one more. And keep that foot up, legs nice and straight, toes pointed. Exhale to sweep across, down. Inhale, outside and back up. So sweep down, around, out, and back up. Let's continue there. Dinner plate size circles, beach ball size circles on the ceiling. And only going as big as I can maintain neutral spine, keep my hips stable, keep my spine stable. One more in reverse direction. Legs nice and straight. Abs are tight, breath steady. 2 more. And bring that down. And let's bring the feet out to the width of the mat and allow the knees to fall to the side. And up to center and fall to the other side. And let's bring the knees back up to center. Feet come back to hip width apart. This time, bring the feet a little closer to the body as we go into an articulating bridge, leading to our neck bridge exercise. So inhale, exhale, tighten the belly, posterior pelvic tilt. So I'm sinking the lower back into the mat, pointing the tailbone forward, and slowly curling all the way up. Staying up at the top, don't lose the scoop, the initial scoop from the posterior pelvic tilt. Boom, curling up, keep that scoop so I'm not overextending here. Right leg up in a tabletop, goes up straight, sweep down, and back up, and continue. Breathing at a constant pace. Many different things to think about on this one, so I'm keeping the hips up, keeping the hips stable. As the leg comes down, we get an extra stretch here versus the fully on the ground version. When I come up, not overarching, not letting the hips drop, legs straight, and then we could flex down, point back up. One more. And that leg goes down, and let's roll slowly all the way down. Inhale, exhale, posterior pelvic tilt, curl all the way up. Left leg in a tabletop, goes straight, sweeps down, and back up. I'm exhaling, inhaling back. Exhale, working hip doesn't drop when the leg goes down, back up. Really feeling the flex in the glute and the hamstring of the leg on the ground. And let's go one more. That leg comes down and roll all the way down. And let's get the left ankle on the right knee. Bring that right knee in the tabletop. Nice little glute hip stretch. Maintaining neutral spine, so I'm not allowing the lower back to sink into the mat. And for a deeper stretch, I could gently pull in. on the foot or the leg. And let's bring that down. Right ankle and left knee, and bring that left knee up into tabletop. And bring that down. Let's roll right on over onto the right side. So as I'm on my side here, hips are stacked, knees are bent at about 90 degrees, belly's tight. Imagine the top hip pulling down and away from the ribs here. Just trying to keep neutral spine, keep the belly from sinking into the mat. So belly's tight, head could be resting on the hand or fully down, resting on the arm. With an exhale, bring the top leg up. Inhale down. Exhale. Inhale. And let's continue there for a count of 8, 4. Remember to keep the belly tight. Breathing at a comfortable pace. One more. Bring that leg halfway down. Back to the internal, external hip rotation. So now I'm going to touch the knees. Internal hip rotation. Touch the feet. External hip rotation. And we'll continue there, breathing at a comfortable pace. Belly's tight. Head's relaxed. Still thinking about pulling that top hip down. So someone could slide their hand in between the mat and my side. Now next time the knees touch, keep them touched. And we're going to extend the leg out and then bring them back. And extend out and back. 4 more. Exhale. Inhale. So from this internal hip rotation position, extending out. 2 more. And bring it down. And this time, straighten that top leg. The bottom leg, for more stability, can be brought, or the foot could be brought closer. So I'm making the foot more perpendicular to my body. And that top leg sweeps forward and back. And sweeps forward and back. Side kick, modified side kick. Exercise, still keeping that belly tight. Hard to maintain stability. The leg going front and back in this side lying position. Can put another hand down here for stability as well. Let's go 1 more. That top leg, let's bring it back. Straighten that bottom leg. And I'm rolling slightly off of my hip, slightly back. Bottom leg comes up straight. And down. Exhale up. And down. Continue there. Trying to bring the leg up to knee height. Belly still tight. Head is relaxed. 4 more. I'm exhaling up, inhaling down. Last one. And bring that down. Let's roll right over onto our belly. And I'm pulling the abs tight, belly's pulling up away from the mat. Imagine the armpit muscles pressing down into the mat. And coming all the way down onto the chest. Hands right about chest level. Gonna press up into a push-up for a front leg pull. Now, a few different ways we can do this. Could be down here, straighten one leg at a time. Can be on the forearms as well. I'm coming up into a push-up or a full plank position. So trying to keep the shoulders, butt, and feet in a straight line, not sinking, not piking up, straight line. All parts of the hand and fingers are contacting the mat equally. Shoulders are strong, so I'm not falling in between the shoulders. Left leg up and down. right leg up and down. So core is tight, hips are stable, not rocking, just transferring the weight to one leg as the other leg comes up. Down, transfer the weight to the other leg, that leg comes up. Front leg pull. Great work. Let's go one more on each side. Great, and knees come down. And lower all the way down, and we'll roll right on over to the other side. So we should be on the other side for that series of exercises. Hips are stacked, knees at about 90 degrees, heads resting gently. Exhale, bring the leg up. Inhale down, belly's tight. Imagine the top hip pulling down and away from the rib so that I could slide my hand right under the side. This hand here can be resting, can be up here, can be down here for stability. 3 more. Belly stays tight. On this last one, come halfway down. Knees touch, internal hip rotation. Feet touch, external hip rotation. And continuing, belly still tight, core is tight, hips are stable, spine stable, heads resting gently. Breathing at a comfortable pace. One more. Let's keep the knees together. Shoot that leg out straight and back. Exhale and back. Belly's tight. Exhale out. Inhale in. 2 more. And bring that down. Top leg straight. Bottom leg, bring the foot a little closer for greater stability. Leg sweeps forward and back. And forward. And back. Breathing at a comfortable pace. Belly's tight. Moving the leg forward and back without extending the lower back. The leg goes forward. I'm not rounding out the lower back. And when it comes back, I'm not overextending. Tight in the core. Strong in the hip. Great work. Let's go one more. Back. Then bend that leg, put it behind. Bottom leg goes straight, rolling slightly back off the hip. Straight bottom leg, bring it up to the knee and down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Great work. Belly's tight. Hips aren't moving. Hips are stable. Leg is strong. 3 more. Last one. And bring that leg down. Let's sit on up and stretch that for a moment. So from the knees, bring that left foot forward and bring it a ways forward, farther than 90 degrees. Gonna gently sink into the stretch. Little posterior tilt here, so the tailbone slightly sinking under. What I don't want to do is fully overextend into it. Just a slight tilt here at the pelvis. And then get that leg straight, back into neutral spine. And a little lean, but not hunching over into it, staying straight in the spine, and a gentle lean forward. And let's switch sides. All of my equipment, as well as my filming gear, the Amazon links are in the description. They are affiliate links. So if you use that link to make a purchase, I may get a small commission at no extra charge to you. I also suggest that you go to my instructional playlist, which gives detailed breakdown of individual movements, many that you saw in this workout, such as the shoulder bridge. and I'll see you at the next workout.